So I thought I'd just go on camera. I will go off camera just because my system will lag when I jump into certain points of our system.
Okay, that's fine.
I am a training specialist, so I am from AWS. I previously never had a technical background, so I know some of the questions never came through about technical backgrounds. I've learned a hell of a lot from the Skill Builder platform. So what I'm going to show you today is I have done myself. I have done the exams, I have done the courses, and I've learned a lot from the Skill Builder platform as well. So please do ask questions. I'm going to go off camera now, and I'll share my screen as well.
Sure. Okay.
Screen 2. Sorry, bear with me 1 minute. Let me find the right screen. Screen 2. Cool. You should be able to see a presentation on the left. Is that correct? Is it showing the screen at all?
Yeah, we can see the screen.
So, as Amir said, we do have a lot of courses. To date, we have over, actually, I think it's 6,000 different courses, and they're different based on different languages we offer. We do offer over 10 different types of languages. In English, we have over 1,400 different types of courses. Amir has covered a lot of content and what each category already means. So I won't go over this too much detail as well. But by completing certain courses, such as the Cloud Quest, which I'm going to jump into shortly, you can actually gather some badges. And these badges can be shared on LinkedIn, they can be shared on your signature, on your email. And once again, it's an opportunity for you to showcase yourself that you have completed certain courses to potential employers if you're sharing them on LinkedIn, or you can also get certificates for this as well. So once again, you can show potential employers that you are working and you have the basic knowledge of certain aspects within the AWS platform. These are just a handful of the ones on the screen. These are the Cloud Quest, our game-based kind of learning, which I'm going to show you shortly. But we do offer over 20 different badges, and that's from exam learning. That's different types of courses that we have as well, and then also the Cloud Quest badges that you can see on my screen right now. So there's a lot of content for you to help you to showcase yourself on LinkedIn, which I think is very important, or showcase to your current employer that you are trying to upskill yourself within the current domain. Now, I'm going to jump straight into the platform. Let me go into it. So on the left, this is Skill Builder. Skill Builder, as I said, it has a range of different courses. It's very easy for a user to choose the course they're looking for and also to search for. So we're always trying to update our platform. Currently, this is a new UI that we updated a couple of months ago. We're always taking feedback in from customers and students to always improve the platform. So you might see it like this currently, but in a couple of months, we're probably going to update it again because based on feedback from users as well. So when you first log in, it's going to give you just the recommended courses that we recommend to a lot of students. But when you start taking part in learning, this recommended for you is going to be more specialized based on the courses that you have completed already. You can also search by different categories. So on the left, you can learn by your cloud role. So it offers solutions architect, developer, cloud operator, DevOps engineer, decision maker. And then that will show you the categories for them types of job role. You can also do a learn by product domain. So we do offer different types of game-based environments. We do offer courses, and we also do offer for different scenarios within the AWS platform. And of course, you can click on them and it'll take you to that scenario. Now, it's really important you complete a lot of courses. You need to put that into practice. So we do offer ways that you can put your skills into usage. So we offer Cloud Quest, which I'm going to show you shortly. We offer AWS Jam, which is an environment that you need to complete real life situations and challenges, and you earn points. If you need support, you can ask for hints and you lose points. So at the end of the day, you need to try getting as many points as possible. Once again, you've put what you've learned from the courses into practice in a real life situation. Then we also offer AWS Labs. As Amir said, Labs is a sandbox environment. It's a safe environment for you to put what you've learned to practice in a safe environment. Instead of you trying to go into your company's servers, websites, and trying to do this testing that we've learned from the courses, we create these environments for you to put that into practice. And I've done a lot of labs, and I've really enjoyed it. It really helps you understand what you've learned from the courses. It gives you a step-by-step, and then it asks you to put that into practice as well. At the end of labs, it asks you to maybe put in URLs that you've created or certain files from the servers that you've created, and then it will see if it's correct or not as well. If it's not correct, then it's going to give you feedback that certain elements are not correct and you need to fix them. So once again, you're putting your skills into practice. I'm a very practical learner, so these kind of categories really help with the game-based environments, putting my skills to use. Now, we do offer different types of exams. So as I said, for exams, you do get the badges. You also get the certification part of that as well. And on here, you can see we offer a range of different types. Now, part of the exams, we do offer prep courses. So the prep courses will help you prepare for the courses as much as possible. We also offer prep exams. So that is a handful of actual questions that you may get into in the exam, and it randomizes them questions as well. So it allows you to put what you've learned from the courses into the exam practical elements. Now, just going back to the platform and just going down, once you kind of looking for the course you're looking for, you can scroll down. We have new courses on here quite regularly, which are updated every month. It's very easy to see which course you need to look for. So you have the course name. You can see the different types of course. So the ones in turquoise are standard courses. They don't have labs attached to them. When you click into them, it's going to give you prerequisites. Maybe I can show you right now. Let it just load up. But when you go into a course, it's going to ask you for, it'll give you a description. It'll give you estimated time on how long it's going to take to complete that. And it's also going to give you the advanced level as well, or the course level. It's going to give you the objectives, so you know what to expect from the course. And then it also may give you some prerequisites as well. So courses that we recommend you complete before taking part in that course. It may give you some recommendations on the experience level, just because you might be new to the industry, and these courses might be a little bit more advanced for you. So I always recommend, if you're new to AWS or to cloud, start with the cloud practitioner essentials, and then work your way over to technical essentials as well. The cloud practitioner courses, you will learn everything from how to do EC2 instances, how to do servers, how to learn about costing, optimization of the servers as well. So you learn a lot from the basics. But going back to this course, you'll learn in the description, you'll learn about the different modules on offer. So just by looking at this page, you know what you're going to get from that course. Some of the courses may offer different materials. So for example, this one might have training materials such as PDF documents. It may have certain videos. And then once you're happy with this course, you'll click enroll. When you enroll in that course, it's going to ask you to start learning. And then each course, depending on different categories, so if it's a labs, if it's a digital classroom, there may be videos, or it may ask you to jump into that labs as well. And once again, you just click start courses, and it's going to show you videos. Some of the courses may have knowledge-based quizzes at the end that ask you to put what you've learned from the course into practice, and you need to score 80% or above to pass that course. Once again, you're putting what you've learned into practice in an environment as well. You can also, just going back, you can also go down, you can scroll different categories we have. So we have learning plans. Learning plans are specially created courses, normally over 5 courses in the learning plan, and they start from fundamental level and work your way up to advanced level as well. Some of the courses may take a little bit longer because they normally have 25 different courses in that one plan, but it allows you to learn from the fundamentals, what we expect a developer to have, and then you work your way up to that advanced level to upskill yourself as well. You can also search in the search bar at the top of the course you're looking for, or if you prefer, we do have specially crafted guides as well. So if you go to your menu, you go to ramp up guides. I will show this part and then we're going to jump into the fun stuff. So it's fine. And then we have the ramp up guides. So depending on different job roles, for example, if you're a developer, engineer, we have special guides for you, also based on different domains and industries as well. And what these guides look like is they will show you what courses that we recommend you do, from if it's labs, if it's digital training, if it's digital classroom training. And these, once again, are recommendations from fundamental level all the way to advanced levels on there as well. So it's great plans for you to follow along to on the platform. Now, going over to some of the courses, I won't be able to jump into every single one because as I said, we've got a lot of different categories. But the one I'm going to show you is Simulearn. So Simulearn is a new product we have. I think it came out a couple months ago. And it's a way for you to put real life situations into actual helping real customers in there. As Amir said, AWS is very big on AI at the moment. So when you jump into Simulearn, there's actually an AI attached to this product. So I'm going to quickly jump in now into this one. So this is Simulearn. So it's at the moment currently walking me through the steps that I need to follow into the labs. Now, I have disabled the labs on the left just because my system will lag if I'm sharing my screen. So that's why you cannot see the labs on here. Now, it walks you through what you need to do on the labs. So in this case, it's asking me to look up for visual defects in certain products, and it's teaching me how to do that. So it's asking me step by step what I need to do when I go onto the console. Now, you might see on the right, I've been speaking to Dr. Newton. Dr. Newton is our AI specialist, and I can ask questions for him to help me along my journey. For example, I've asked him what services are used in this situation. He's replied back. He's also given me links as well. Now, I've asked him, where can I find Amazon Lookup? This is part of one of the steps on here. Once again, he's gave me steps on here, and he gave me references. So if you get stuck along the way, you can then ask your AI assistant on there as well. And you can teach him, you can use him as much as you would like. You don't have to use him, and you can just rely on the walkthrough. At the end of the walkthrough, it's going to ask you to put what you've learned into practice. And this is called a DIY session. DIY is do it yourself. It's going to ask you to complete a real life situation as a customer, and then it's going to assess you. So it will ask you to input that file. It will ask you to put that URL in there, and then it will say if it's correct or not. If it's not correct, once again, it's going to give you feedback to improve. So it's a great environment for you to put what you've learned from the courses into a safe environment. And I saw a lot of the questions. This is how Amazon are using AI today as well. So you can see a real life situation, how AI can be really helpful for your learning. Now, I'm also going to jump over to another product, and this is called CloudQuest. So let me jump into this screen. So CloudQuest is a game-based environment, one of my favorites. I've just completed the Cloud Practitioner CloudQuest, and it's basically, if you've ever played Sims quite a few years ago, it's sort of like this, where you get to customize your character. My one is dressed up as a fireman with a hat. You unlock different points. You can customize your character with different uniforms. You can also earn pets. So the pets you see over here on the left, you can unlock different pets and they can follow you along to the platform. And then you see these people here with the question mark. At the moment, I'm trying to go through my solutions architect pathway. And once I reach 100%, I'm going to get that badge that I showed you earlier. I can then showcase it on LinkedIn. I can share it on my signature, that I can show people that I've actually gone through a number of different challenges, labs, and I've completed the CloudQuest for Solutions Architect. Now, your learning doesn't stop there. Of course, you should complete the exams and continue completing as much. But on the CloudQuest, we offer different types of job roles. So let me quickly show you the job roles we offer. So we offer different types of pathways. So I've completed the Cloud Practitioner one. We offer Gen AI ones. But basically, you'll go through the city and answer different questions. and you might have to jump into labs. You might have to zap drones, which I'll show you in a minute. But once you've completed different challenges, you'll earn points. You'll earn points to unlock new parts of your outfit, but also you'll unlock parts of the city. So you see these ones that are at the moment in development. That basically means I haven't unlocked them. But this part, this yellow building, is what I've customized. And you can customize your city. You can turn it into futuristic. You can turn it into however you would like, into castles. So this one over here is a little garden that I've created. So once again, it's putting what you've learned into a fun environment on there as well. Now, let's just go over to this customer. So each person you speak to is a customer. They're going to give you a situation. They're going to tell you what they need. For example, the learn objective here is to create a serverless app. It's going to ask me to use the functions. It's going to ask me to test certain stuff in there as well. And when I click start, it's then going to take me into that labs. So remember, labs is that sandbox environment, what you've put into practice from previous courses and your previous knowledge. Then you can put them into a real life situation like this. Once again, it's going to tell you what you need to do. It might have videos here. And then it's going to ask you to plan what you're going to do with the customer. So you go to practice, and it's going to walk you through the steps. You'll click start lab. That will open up that sandbox environment for you. And then you follow along to the steps. So here it's teaching me what to do. It's telling me why I need to do these steps. So I'm learning as well as completing the steps. And then at the end, on step 4, it's going to ask me to complete a real life situation. So on the left, it's asking me to modify certain code. And then once I've modified that code and follow the steps on the left, I need to input the ARN. And then when I've clicked validate, it's going to double check that that code is correct. If it's not, it's going to tell me why, and then I have to go back and try fixing that as much as possible. Now, if I complete this, I will then earn the points. My customer is also going to give me access to new parts of the city, and it's going to allow me to customize more of my city in there as well. So it's a great environment. Also, a part of this is called zapping drones. So if you're into game-based environments, maybe when you're younger, or just certain scenarios, you see these little drones floating around, and you can shoot them or zap them. When you zap them, you can go to them, and it's going to ask you different questions. Once again, if you answer them, you're going to get more points. You're going to get maybe you might unlock different parts of your outfits. So here, it's just asking me a question. So it's asking me a question here. If I need a hint, then it takes me to the website where I can read to as well. I can read more about it if I don't know about the platform. So that is CloudQuest. So I've showed you CloudQuest and SimuLearn, both of my one of my favorite products. I have gone through the CloudQuest. If there's a lot of you, you can organize a cloud tournament. And that basically means that you can compete against other users, normally within kind of 5 or 6 days, and you try getting as many points as possible. So you can also add friends on here. And by doing that, so let me quickly go back. You can add friends on here. You can look at their city, and you can also do these tournaments as well. Once again, the tournaments can get very competitive. I did one quite recently, and I used to stay up to quite late to try beating my colleagues as well. So there's features called the CloudQuest where you can compete against your friends. If you go into your phone, you can go onto, should be on here, on the tournament page here. You can create a code, you can share it to your friends, and then you can compete into that tournament. And trust me, if you do this, it gets very competitive. You'll learn a lot because you have to complete the labs, but it's the first one or the one to get the most points wins the tournament. So if you're competitive like me, I stayed up to some mornings, well, some nights at 1, 2 a.m. to try beating my rest of my colleagues. So it got very competitive. But that's kind of what I want to show you today. I want to show you kind of my 2 favorite products. I think the Skill Builder platform is great for your learning. You get to learn as you're doing, but also for me, I'm a very practical person. So you get to practice along the way in a safe environment as well. And what's great about these products is if you've done it wrong, it's going to tell you why you've done it. You can also use hints. You can also use the AI tool that we have in some of the products, or you've got labs and it can tell you what we've done wrong as well. So it's a great product for you to learn along the way. Now, if there's any questions, then I'm happy to answer them as well. I'll stop sharing the screen.
Thank you, Damien. Thank you so much for your presentation.